Once upon a time. This is the way all old stories begin, and we might say the same about the coming story I'm going to tell you today, and you'll feel how this story is always valid in the everyday business. This is the tale of David and Goliath. However, despite his strategy and talent, this time David fails. There was this young guy, a small one named David. He was full of energy and ideas, and he was hired by a company to sell their products. On the other side, there was a procurement top dog giant called Goliath, who was sitting and waiting for people like David to come to his desk so he could have fun by using the buying power and mistreat each salespeople. David met Goliath several times, and in each meeting or negotiation, David was always trying his best to be proactive with Goliath, proposing different ideas and alternative solutions with the target to avoid the price topic and avoiding being the underdog. At the end, Goliath was always and just looking at the bottom line price, without really listening at alternatives, innovations or added value solutions proposed by David. Goliath was claiming important words as partnership, price gap or competition to have a strong impact on David in each meeting or negotiation, and promising also that if you can get to that price, more business will come, but without any real commitment. Does this ring any bell? Goliath was well trained and knew how to play the game. He was always well prepared for his meetings, and most of the time was able to corner David. David was thinking that Goliath was not always fair to judge his value proposition, and, on top of the pressure received by Goliath, David was also facing his company management pressure. Business was decreasing, market share was at minimum, so losing this customer was simply not an option. And without forgetting the David's bonus linked to his sales targets. This could be directly affected if Goliath would decide to go somewhere else. With all this in mind, and in order to not lose the business and the customer, this time David had to give up as he had no alternatives. David had to agree to focus his discussion purely on pricing, losing any competitive advantage as well as a great portion of his markup. Now tell me, how many times you have faced this solution and felt being a David? How many times you are meeting a Goliath and leaving on the table a good portion of your margins? The company have selected David, a talented guy, and David has brought his common sales strategy to ensure the business, but he failed. What if David would have known earlier how to interact with a procurement looking at the hidden parts? What if David would have known earlier the tricks and tips used to diminish his position? What if David would have known earlier how to value his proposition and make it appealing for procurement?